Now we're going to make the second part of our Christmas card design, which is the part that's going to go in the bottom section, which is all about Antarctica. So I've been looking at some work by an artist called Neris Levi. She spent time living out in Antarctica and painting the ice floes, and these are some of her pictures that she's done. They all look quite similar, just a little bit different, and quite beautiful. We're also going to paint a penguin. As you can see here, the mummy penguin and the baby penguin. They look quite different. The baby penguin's more of an oval shape, while the mummy penguin is more stretched out and different. We're going to make a baby penguin for our picture. And here's another picture of a baby penguin. Quite chunky and fat. They need to build up lots of fat whilst they're babies, so that they've got enough strength to go and become adults and make babies of their own. And also we're going to include in our Christmas card the Aurora Australis, which is like the northern lights, but it's the southern lights because it's in the Antarctica, not the Arctic. So these beautiful lights in the background. And this picture is what I've used as my inspiration to make your Christmas card design. So I'm going to need a messy mat, which goes here. I'm going to need my prepared paper with my self-portrait on it. I'm going to need a water pot and a paintbrush, a black, a blue, a grey and a white oil pastel, and some paints. So I've got these paints. The colours that I'm going to use are these warm colours here, and also some red and some blue from here. So we're going to start by drawing the ice floe. So you're going to need a blue oil pastel. I'm going to look at this one for an idea. We want our ice floe to look quite flat at the top so that we can sit our penguin on it. So you need to leave enough space on your paper to fit your penguin on and to get the beautiful southern lights in. So the ice floe needs to be on the bottom half of the paper. This is the bottom of your paper. So about here, about a third of the way up. Just start with like a flat line like this. And then just start to come down and create shapes on the paper. And then within that, if we look at the lines on here, we can make little lines coming off and coming down. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to take the white oil pastel and go over these blue lines with it to just soften them a little bit. It blends the colours in and they just look a little bit softer. You can take your time and blend in these lines. And also, if we look at Neris Levi's pictures, she's got some bits of blue in amongst the ice floes. So we're going to have a go at just putting a little bit of blue in. So you need lots of water on your brush. Take the blue paint, just get a little of it, hardly any at all. Make a little puddle on it, but you don't need very much paint. Go to your ice floe, put a few little dabs of blue. Can you see how the oil pastel is resisting the paint? So you're getting this effect. And then just go back to your water. Don't need any more paint than that. And just spread the paint a little with the water. So your ice floe gets a little bit of blue. It makes it look a bit more 3D. It gives it like a shadowy effect. It's quite interesting. So that's the first part of our Christmas card done. The ice floe. Now we're going to have a go at drawing the penguin. So let's go back and look at our penguin picture. This is him, our little dancing penguin. So to draw him, we need to start with an oval shape. We did kind of an oval shape for the head, didn't we? So think about that. So you start about here, come down, leave enough space for his feet. It's a bit flat at the bottom, the shape. Comes round like that. And then you've got your penguin shape. And then inside the top bit, his face is a bit like this. So we do that. And it comes round to there and round to there. Then we do his wings, and his wings start about here at the bottom of his head. They're quite thin, like this. And then at the bottom, we've got his feet, like this. The next thing we're going to do is his eyes. 1, 2. And then we can colour in this part of him. You can do this better than me, I'm just rushing it so that we can get on the bottom part of his body, like this, quite lightly, and then his little feet are all black. Then we need to get the grey oil pastel, and with the grey oil pastel we're going to work over this black and blend it. Can you see how much softer it's getting as we're blending it like this? And then we get the white oil pastel and blend it over the grey. So we create our penguin's feathers. And we need to get the grey again to do the penguin's little beak, which is sort of like that kind of shape. So he's got his little beak. And I'm going to use the grey again to go over this black that we did to help it to blend a bit more. So again, you can take your time with this and make it look good. Then we're going to use the grey to do the top part of his wings, the black to do the bottom little tips, and the white in between to blend it all together. I think my penguin's eyes need to be a little bit bigger than that, so I'm going to make them a little bit bigger. It's not always easy drawing with an oil pastel, but try your best. So there's our lovely penguin. Now for the next part of the design, we're going to paint the Aurora Australis. So let's look at this picture again. You see the beautiful colours in the sky, the yellows and the oranges and the pinks, and then it gets darker and darker as it goes up here, and it goes from blue up to black. So whenever you're painting, you always start with the lightest coloured first, and the lightest colour we've got is yellow. So we're going to start with the yellow, put your brush in the water, and then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And sometimes a little bit more than that the first time you use it to make kind of a puddle. So you get a good lot of paint on your brush. And then go back and just paint some yellow around your little penguin. Now where you're getting near his body, take a bit more time. But you'll be okay because the oil pastel resists the paint anyway. So it's going to be fine. And again down here, try not to get too much on the ice floe. Then we'll go for the orange paint. So put your brush back in the water. Pick up the orange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then go around orange paint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let them blend together a little bit. And next I want to use the pink. So I'm going to go for this colour, for the pink. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then just a little of the red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have all these beautiful colours around my penguin. And then I'm going to get some blue to just do the sky at the edges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And let that blend in a little bit into the pink that you've got. Try not to go over the line where your self-portrait is. You need to keep your design on this side of the line. And then just using some water, just let it blend a little bit more together so that the lines between the colours are not so distinct, so that it's a little bit more fuzzy. Here, like that. And a final touch, I will come and spray some star spray on your picture. So it looks like stars in the sky. And I think there's something else I can do that might make my picture look even better. I'm going to make my penguin look a little bit like he's dancing. So I'm going to put a little shadow underneath his feet so it looks like he's dancing. So that's how you're going to make your special Antarctica pictures of the penguin on the ice floe with the Aurora Australis behind it.